white privilege is a lie. I've asked you very simply to show me the white person that has privilege over me. Nobody stood up. Do you think you have privilege over me?
Yes.
You really can't make this up, man.
Hi, I would like to preface my question with a couple of words from a fellow American and a fellow Christian myself. So I would like to open with a verse from Leviticus 19, verse 15. It says, "You shall not do injustice in court. You shall not be partial to the poor or defer to the great, but in righteousness shall you judge your neighbor." And that, to me, relates to the institution of white privilege and what the liberalists claim that it is. It is not to put white people above. It is not to bring black people down. It is to judge what wrong has been done in the past by white people so we can learn from our mistakes and move forward in this country. And so I am going to be blunt, since you were advocating for violence, such as your example with hanging and Muhammad Ali. I just want to know, what is the point in spreading blatant...
What? Did she just say this man was advocating for violence? Is she trying to use the Bible to support the... I'm assuming she's using the Bible to support the claim that white privilege exists now, and the reason for programs combating said white privilege are reasonable in modern society. I don't really understand how she drew that conclusion from Leviticus, but hey, I don't know. This is going to be a good video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe, and let's get into it.
Lies as we referred to before, such as like the liberals were taking over the government to elect black or like liberals en masse. I mean, if you look at our Congress today, it is 70% white. I just want to know why.
The country is 70% white. America is 70% white. You know what? I'm not going to say anything else. Let's get back.
Well, that's not a lie, because if you look at the black community, which is what I'm talking about, almost 100% of our representation are liberal. When you go to any city, any majority black district, the person that represents that area is a liberal. So when you're talking about a lie, you obviously don't know what you're talking about, because that's a fact. It's not a lie. Also, when you start talking about what white people have done to America, it's about what a white person has done. I don't believe in collective punishment. I'll make you responsible for what you did. I'm not going to hold you responsible for what somebody else did 100 years ago or what somebody else did today. I hold you responsible for your action. You hold me responsible for my action. In the same way that some white people believe that black people are lazy, shiftless, and ignorant and whatnot, that's not me. In the same way that most of y'all believe they're on their knees begging and slobbering and asking for reparations, that's not me. I don't believe in collective punishment. I deal with you as an individual. Therefore, white privilege is a lie. I've asked you very simply to show me the white person that has privilege over me. Nobody stood up. Do you think you have privilege over me?
Yes.
You really can't make this up, man. How did we get to this point in society? You have a black man, obviously very accomplished black man, standing on stage saying, "You do not have privilege over me," to a young white girl, I'm assuming. And she's saying, "Yes, I do." Doesn't this sound racist? This is racism. The new racists are these young liberals walking around thinking they have privilege over black people. They are the new racists, and I've been saying this forever. I'm hoping you guys are starting to see this. These young liberal white people, or young liberal people, I'm not going to specify white, but these young liberal people are walking around thinking that they have superiority over black people. They are racist. She is literally racist. She told this man to his face that she has a privilege over him. If that's not racist, I don't know what racism is. This is sad.
You're crazy. You're insane. You have no privilege over me. Let's make this absolutely positively clear. You have no privilege over me, and if you got it, show it to me right now.
My parents had generational wealth.
You, what's your privilege over me?
Exactly.
Well, you tell me.
Let her speak.
We listen to you the whole time.
Yeah, let her speak. Come on.
Shut up, boy. She's speaking.
My parents were able to own a house prior to 1960. Their parents were able to own a banking account. They were able to go directly to a bank. They were able to own a house. They were able to get a job, and all of that wealth accumulated through the generations onto my generation. So that is why I was able to. Yes.
You crazy. You're insane. Yeah, that's crazy.
And it's crazy that he's asking, what privilege do you have over me? And she went back to the 1960s about her parents being able to own a house in 1960. My parents weren't even alive in 1960. So, okay, maybe she's talking about her grandparents, or maybe she has older parents. I give her that. But she has yet to answer how she specifically has privilege over him. She doesn't have privilege over him. That's why she had to go back to the 1960s. I'm going to just keep it a buck. And the fact that he's arguing with young students saying, y'all do not have privilege over me, and they're so adamant about saying, yes, we do, it's insane to me. Because he is very accomplished. He has a good life. He's speaking at their school. He's literally getting paid to give them a lecture. And they are, for some reason, believing that they are more privileged than him. He probably makes way more money than y'all, maybe more money than y'all's parents possibly, because it is possible. And y'all still believe that you just have this inherent God-given or society-given aura of privilege roaming around your body every day. That's not true. It's not true. It is pure racism, and I'm surprised that we aren't calling this out more. This girl is a bigot. She's ignorant.
You don't have any privilege over me.
Please try and do this in a respectful way.
Speak. It's time to speak. Speak. I'm doing it and speak.
Man, who are you?
Yeah. Sorry. I'm just getting emotional.
You see a Christian? Go to your shrimp. Speak.
Go ahead.
The field of your shrimp. Speak.
Yeah. I think you misunderstood me. I told you that I did not believe in white privilege as a punishment. I just meant it as an acknowledgement, as what crimes have done in the past.
She crying?
And then you came and attacked me for that. You are misconstruing what I am saying actively. It is not that I believe I'm better than you or that you are worse than me. I am not trying to punish anybody. I am acknowledging the system that exists.
Did she just break out in tears? She literally just broke out in tears. I can't believe this. I can't believe this. Let's define privilege. I can't believe she just started crying. She came up the stage. He said, you do not have privilege to me. You were adamant in saying, yes, you do. And when you couldn't prove that you did, you bust out in tears and started crying. Privilege is defined as, by the Oxford Languages, a special right, advantage, or immunity granted or available only to a particular person or group. So what privilege, when he asked you what privilege do you have over me, that was your opportunity to list what advantage, to list what special right, or to list what immunity that was granted particularly to your group, and you could not do it. You tried to say owning a house in 1960. That not only does not apply to you because you weren't alive, it probably doesn't apply to your parents. And it's literally not true because black people owned homes in 1960. So false. You try to say maybe working a job, false. We could work the same jobs. What are you trying to say? Walk into a store, false. We can walk into the same stores. Go to the college, false. We can go to the same colleges. Where we want, false. We can all where we want. What exact advantage do you have over him? And I'm asking this because you are so adamant. You were literally brought to tears saying that you have privilege, trying to bash him. You had the people in the audience, other students bashing him, but you can't list one privilege. And I just want you to stand 10 toes and list it if you are so passionate about this issue. Because to me, it comes off as racism. I'm going to keep it a buck. It comes off as racism. If you are going to sit here and say, oh yeah, I have privilege over you, you're a black man, I'm a white girl, I have privilege over you, but you don't even know what privilege it is. It's pathetic.
Was there a question in that?
You don't need to cry.
I was responding to your statement that was untrue.
Which was?
You mentioned something about collective punishment.
Yeah.
I said nothing of the sort.
Okay, you're saying that your grandparents had privilege over me?
They had privilege over yours.
No, they didn't. You didn't know my
What?
parents. You didn't know my people, so you don't know that. There was a whole lot of people that were there. But right now, I'm talking about today. You see, again, listen. Hold it, wait. Listen.
I'm done.
To what end is this to make white people do what? I mean, what is the end game of this? To do what? To make white people say they have privilege, and to what end? I mean, what do you want? Oh, I'm asking you, what do you want? What's the end game here?
I'm saying that I don't think we understand the difference between privilege and supremacy, because that is not what we're talking about.
Bro, what are these students talking about? This actually just pissed me off. But anyways, if you guys have any suggestions, comment down below. It's LFR Jojo, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.